Oh, gonna do a quick Virgo read here. Holy Spirit, would you please tap me into the soul cycle of Virgo? Virgo. Yeah, ooh. Meditation, that's a little better. Shuffle these up, make sure we get all the energy from the last reading there. Holy Spirit, link me up with the soul cycle of Virgo, please. Okay, what do we got in the heart of the matter there, Holy Spirit, for our Virgos? Ooh, this one come out blocked. Okay, so King of Swords is blocking something, is the heart of the matter, because it came out like this. So, King of Swords is blocking somebody. So, King of Swords is actually a very just king when he comes out upright. So, and he seemed to come out upright. It's just he was blocked. So, he's blocking it. So, a just king is blocking something. That's what I get from that. So possibly an air sign. Just he can be a judge. He could be. He's usually somebody who's very just. Sometimes he even represents God. So he's very like when he's upright. He's very just. So God's like the judge, right? So what's the heart of the matter? Holy Spirit. What's the heart of the matter for our Virgos? Knight of Cups. So could be a possible apology of some kind, or just some kind of emotional gesture. It doesn't have to be an apology. It could be like it's like maybe somebody telling you something that could be. This sometimes means your soul tribe too, right? So it's possibly it could be your soul tribe. It could be what else? Maybe somebody telling you something that you didn't know before. Maybe you weren't privy to, or maybe you were, and you were waiting for somebody to tell you. You already kind of knew, but it's definitely something emotional though, because you see the water in the background there. Okay, so that's the challenge. Is possible to, I don't know, maybe prepare yourself for some news of some kind that maybe you already know. I'm getting the feeling that you already know about it. It's just you've been waiting for somebody to say something about it. Forgetting a card over here. The card just somehow was there. I forgot it there, I guess, or closing of a cycle. So we'll put that back in there, and it'll come back out if it's supposed to come out. What do we got in the subconsciously? What are you thinking about there, Virgos? Subconsciously. This one, okay. Subconsciously, you're thinking possibly something's hidden. You could be dealing with Cancer or Pisces. Subconsciously. There's a full moon coming up too, eh? So could be. Yeah, I'm thinking something to do with this full moon. Subconsciously, you're thinking. You got some haters that like to do some special little things on the full moon that always seem to blow up in their face, and you're thinking, well, what are they going to try this time? You're kind of, I think in it you're kind of thinking that you're just as curious. You're just as curious as they are to see if it's gonna work this time, as to see like how much bad it's gonna blow up in their face this time. Is what I'm thinking there, Virgos. The Virgos I'm pulling on anyway. I think I have a lot of common with you guys, but yeah, for some reason there's a lot of Virgos. I think they're people like doing some special rituals on them in the full moons, and they just don't never seem to work out for Virgos I've been pulling on anyway. What do we got in the past? What do we got in the past for our Virgos? Oh, in the past you had a gift from spirit, something you can taste, touch, and feel. Seeing it's also like the gift isn't. It's something you can taste, touch, and feel, but I think there's something attached to it too. That it's what you do with it, and what you whether you did the right thing or you did the wrong thing with it. Or there's also a door back here, if you notice, is like going within, and like your guys' card is the Hermit, right? So going within, that's like going within going through a portal inside your inside eye there, and it's hard to explain. But going within, and there's a door you can walk. You if you find a door, first you gotta find a door, but it is there. And if you can go into that door, you can like it's like almost like you can go back in time and go back to certain areas of your life and look at them with the eyes that you have now, and like look at see them the way that you like back then you didn't see them that way because you hadn't gained as much knowledge as you have now. But now that you've got that knowledge and you go back to that time and you look back on like and you're like, oh my god, I should have done this, I should have done that, and it can be just a real eye opener. But that's a door that you can go. It's almost like traveling through time, really. It literally is traveling through time, only like in spirit, like kind of like astral projecting back to a time. Like I don't know, I haven't figured out how to change anything yet. But if there is a way that you can go back, and it's like you can hover around and you can see, oh my god, this is like you're like a fly on the wall, like to what everything that was going on at that time, which is I've done it. I've just learned how to do this like recently, and it can be very powerful. Just like what you can learn from it, like because those things that happen in your life happen for a reason, right? And you might not have thought about it like that at that time, but just thinking of it like that now, going back and like saying, "Oh my God, that's why this happened." You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of things you can actually learn from it. So I'm thinking that's what this gift is for you guys. Is yeah. Try going within and looking at things a different way. Even the shitty times, you know what I mean? Like go back to the. Actually, sometimes I think those are the most important times to go back to. Is to go back to the shitty times and find out what actually really happened. Because sometimes you may have been like thinking about all the wrong things, or like thinking about not focusing where you should. But when you actually already know what happened, and it's like no big deal, and you could sit there and like see what actually happened. And slowly pick through everything, like, oh my god, this guy was talking to this guy, or like it's actually quite a thing to be able to do. It literally is like traveling back in time, but it's like it's in there somewhere, and you can find those memories are still there, and it's like you can go back as if you were there still. You like I have yet to find out how if you could change anything, but I don't know. Maybe there's even a way to do that, that would be some powerful shit right there. But like if you actually changed something and then you came back, and it was actually like as if that you actually made that choice, like that's something I'm not sure you can do, but believe me, I'm trying to find out. What do you got in the present situation? Present situation for our Virgos. Presently. Oops, this one, Spirit. Okay, so presently you got some illusions in front of you. Some illusions. Yeah, most of them are not good. Be careful who's putting those illusions in front of you too. It's funny how this one's it's like a projector or something, and all these some of them there's something in there that's good, but it's probably gonna be it's not the most flashiest one usually, and I don't know. Like I say, go with it and feel like pick with yours with this eye and not these eyes. You know what I mean? These eyes can be are good too. Don't get me wrong, but they tell you a lot. But this one will tell you a lot more. What do we got in the future for our Virgos? Future Holy Spirit for Virgos. Future, you have making alliances with like-minded people with going after common goals, possibly like a secretive group or whatever. It doesn't have to be, but you notice this guy here is wearing a Freemason's apron there, and he's a midget. I always just was like, look, he's standing on this thing, and there's these other people, and I don't know, he reminds me of this guy from Powerview, this police officer. We used to call him Dildo Baggins because he was like really, really short. That's neither here nor there though, but he was just funny. What do we got in the way you're influencing things, Virgos? Oh, the truth. Okay, so the truth is coming out. You're influencing it, so that's good. It's always good to bring out the truth. Well, for some people, I shouldn't even say most people. For some people, it's good, but it's good for everybody, even if they don't want to believe it's good. But you'll find out when the truth comes out. A lot of people really fucking get butthurt, like really bad. But it's usually the kind of, I don't know, if you're on the right side of the truth and you are a truth seeker like me, and you want to find out the truth about everything, you literally, it's fun to watch sometimes how people react to it. But what do we got in the hopes and fears? Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears is a King of Pentacles, so possibly a business owner. Maybe this is your fear that you'll wind up being a business owner like this guy, who is like clearly like is sleeping on the throne there. Somebody stole his crown and put a fruit basket on his head, and he's got a baby rattle in the pentacle. So don't fall asleep at the job like this guy. But maybe he's pretending to be asleep. I don't know. Maybe he's totally alert and he's just like, I'm gonna find out who snatched my crown and put my fruit basket on my head. Because I'm just gonna pretend I'm sleeping. Put $100 on my fruit basket and see who comes and takes it. So, what do we got in the lens you're looking through, Holy Spirit? What's the lens that Virgos are looking through? Whoa, can't have 3 for that, not for the lens. Holy Spirit. Oh, this one? Okay. The lens you're looking through is a good leader, a King of Cups upright is like in charge, and got his feelings under control. He's the master of feeling. He can. He's not heartless or anything. He just does. He knows when to let his feelings out and when to keep them harnessed. You know what I mean? And he also knows what feelings make other people tick and what makes them work hard, what pushes them in the right directions, and which ones will hold them back, right? So he makes a really good leader because he knows what makes people tick from the inside. What do we got in the environment? Holy Spirit, what's in the environment? Environment 2, okay. Sadness and trickery and sabotage. Sabotage and some kind of trickery and sadness. So maybe you're sad because of this trickery. Somebody pulled a fast one over on you, or possibly I don't know. This one a lot of times reminds me of addiction. Maybe just because of my own battle with that, but like yeah, it's like he's like really sad because he sees these 3 spilled cups here. Whether those could be I don't know, maybe he's just waking up out of a drunken stupor or whatever. He's like, oh my God, what did I do last night? Or, you know what I mean? Or he's but he doesn't realize that he's got these 2 cups still full behind him, right? And when he goes and crosses that river, that's why I see it as addiction, is like you got to cross that river, and that's like the hardest part, right? Once you cross that river, though, it's like everything, you shake off all those demons, and you you know what I mean, you wake up out of that. And yeah, it's painful and it's unpleasant, but you know what, once you get past that river and wind up on the other side, it's like everything just gets a little bit easier. And then you're like, oh my God, I know I didn't even really need that. And then to be honest, usually right when you get around that corner there's a drug dealer waiting there, like, hey, you want to try out? You want a freebie or whatever? You know what I mean? There's always a test. Like, don't get me wrong, it's no picnic. Getting over addiction, there's always going to be temptation all around you. It's like, and you can be looking for whatever your fix is for and you know, it's like hard to get, and the second you quit, it's like everybody has free drugs. It's like it's literally like that. Like, it's definitely something that the devil all of a sudden puts it in every dealer's in the head to go and find you or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Put in the comment section if you've experienced the same thing, but I know I have. What do you got in the outcome of the situation? Walking away from what no longer serves you, but being ungrateful a little bit. Okay. So this one's walking away from it, and that's the Hermit walking away from these 8 cups. Yeah, it's the 8 of cups. Walking away from these, it's like he's had all these cups his whole life. He's had these, and these could represent friends. They could represent things that he's done, or hobbies. But he's gotten all he can get out of them, right? So he's walking. He's basically utilized all these things to the full capacity that he can. So he's gonna go around that mountain there, and he's got to find another cup. He's like, wow. Once you've gone as far as you can go, you can either sit there, you can go and you can go find something else. You know what I mean? Eventually, unless you're gonna get bored with these 8 cups, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to find something else, right? And it's like the moon knows. It's like the moon is watched him with these 8 cups and had a good time, had a good time watching him. Oh, it's about to cut off, so we'll have to make another video here. But yeah, he's watched him all this time. Every night he's watched him like with these cups, whether they're friends or whatever, and he's like, oh, he's sad to see him walk away, but you know what, he's gonna have new adventures when he finds another cup, right? And you could be a little bit, I don't know, ungrateful, right? And you also got